Wow, it's already so different. This is terrible. The demonic power is distorting the very ground itself, and the distortion is creating even more demons. We may have been too late in sealing away the Claria. Indeed. Rhea, do you think we were wrong to do it? Using the Black Pearl so cavalierly, teaching the humans magic, creating the Claria. Look what consequences our actions have wrought. But we were not well aware that this could happen. Since the very day we chose to lead them away from the sinking land, it had always been a possibility. No matter what happens, we must see this through to the end. It's our paradise, after all, a utopia built by a pair of young, naive deities working in tandem with equally young, naive humans. We cannot allow the demonic essence to be used by that man. We must intervene. You're right, of course. What's wrong? I sense something. Over there. It feels like tempered Claria? Is it... There can be no doubt. It is his. It should come as no surprise. Just as with Saul, neither of us has been able to sense him since that day. Though one must marvel that a sword of Claria could wind up in a state such as this. It would seem he was careless. Rhea. What is... He's alive. What? I don't know how, but he's still alive. The sword itself has told me so. Ah. Yes, I can feel it too. Careless as you said, yet warm. It is unmistakably the same light. All our destinies are bound within that tower. The people of Ys, the outsiders, his and ours as well. Oh boy, I'm excited. I'm excited. God, that would be like a super nice poster. That shot of them in front of the tower. Let us go, Fina. If we are able to untangle all these twisted fates and weave new ones in their place, there is much work to be done. Yes, to the tower. I just realized that that picture was Toal and Saul. Oh gosh, I'm pumped. I'm pumped! That certainly went well. I only wish I could have seen their faces. The thought of being attacked during transport probably never even crossed their minds. Well, you seemed like you needed a bit of a pick-me-up, and perhaps now we can rest easy, if but for a moment. Still, they have only been scattered, not killed, and they will surely make it here sooner or later. I will leave it up to you lot to dispose of them. Remember, though the goddesses have already entered the tower with the Black Pearl in tow, do not lose sight of your mission. Understood. All right, I haven't had a good fight in months. This is gonna be fun. That is true, Nero. Is something the matter? She was also the hardest boss in East 2, in my opinion. Are you feeling remorse, perhaps, for betraying your brethren and your beloved goddesses? You needn't concern yourself with me. Once I accepted these demonic powers, I was free of such sentimentality. And in its place, of course, your powers will surely grow as you become more accustomed to your demonic nature. And I must say, I greatly look forward to seeing what you're capable of. I think it's really interesting that this game has a ton of reused content, and yet it still feels like fresh and exciting, even though they're reusing like so much content. All right, reach the tower entrance. So I'm to start searching here and work my way up then? That's the idea, yes. We'll cover more ground if we search floor by floor, without relying too heavily on teleportation. The three of you will split your efforts and search every nook and cranny of this tower to find and capture the goddesses. Yeah, I agree, Encrouched. Oh, I've never seen the, I haven't really played the... Oh, really, Encrouched? That's too bad to hear. Yeah, I haven't played much of the Trail series yet. The others have been assigned to the upper and middle tiers, so the lower decks are all yours. Very well. Yeah, I've been curious about Nio. I kind of want to try it out. I've heard the combat's quite good. What are you doing? Have you turned on us so quickly? We've got company. What? Hold Digi3. Stand down, I did not summon you. Works for me. It's feeding time. So, normally I would have given him a more gravelly voice, but doing a playthrough of Hugo with a gravelly voice, I realized it kind of fucks up my throat for 10 hours. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, he's a fast boy. Yes, I'm playing the fast character now. You brute! You would kill 3 of ours without even a moment's hesitation. In exchange for cooperating with you, I'm given lease to kill any demons I find in this tower and absorb their essence. That was the agreement, was it not? Fine, those are Lord Dallas's orders. I won't question you further. But we will be watching, and make no mistake, we expect results. I assume you understand the consequences should you fail to live up to your expectations, no? I have a general idea. I intend to apprehend the goddesses before those two even know which way is up. Oh, cool. You talk big. Let's hope you can deliver upon those words. Now, before I go, there is something I must give you. Here. Receive dark crystal. A crystal? It's a magical item, crafted by Lord Dallas, patterned after a similar object from East. It has the power to activate any demon statues you find within the tower. Demon statues. Like that one, I presume? It's my understanding that when the tower was being constructed, those statues were used to help retain control over the demons. They were once goddess statues, were they not? Isn't it delightful? The calm visage shared by the twin goddesses, twisted in such a monstrous form. Does it not fill your heart with joy to see such beautiful corruption? At any rate, the dark crystal also holds the power of teleportation. It can transport you instantly to any demon statue you've activated. Got it. Good boy. I trust you. I trust you'll do your utmost in service of Lord Dallas. For if you fail, your life, or should I say, your very soul will be forfeit. My life? My soul? Not much to lose then, either way. Yeah, apparently this version, this character's storyline, is considered the canon story from what I've read. All right, let's give this a shot. In immediate response, the demon statue began to glow with an eerie, unholy light. Well, that was simple enough. Not much to look at, but if it serves my purposes... Okay, let's test this guy out. I like Fast Boy. I generally like playing really fast characters. So, this suits me as the final route. So I think we get a Celcetan Panacea in here, I believe. I'll be interested to see what the bosses are here. I presume we're going to fight Hugo as one of the bosses. Okay, we leveled. I don't remember. Oh, this is our first spell. Or skill, I guess. I wonder what his is. A holy artifact stolen from Ys, is it? I see. The altar is leeching away its power to aid in the ritual. Well, finding the goddesses and the Black Pearl is my only real priority. I don't see any harm in helping myself to an extra artifact or two along the way. Cerulean Flabellum. That name. A surge of power burst forth from the artifact. Toal was granted use of the Godspeed skill. Ooh. The skill seems like the worst of the three. I could be wrong, but it seems like the worst of the three skills of that type. Maybe it's really good if you get really good with him, because it doesn't seem like it draws much mana from what I saw. Oh, look, it's a more complex jumping puzzle now, too. So, yeah, he's like hard mode. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, that hit me. He hit me. Okay, so he's going to be like the hard version. Whoa, what was that? Can I do this? Can I go like this? That's that's kind of funny. Nice, leveled up. Okay, he's cool. I like him. What? I like how there's like a little spooky face in the middle there. Where am I? I see. It's a teleport trap designed to dispose of all non-demons. Zava must have intentionally left me to find out about it on my own. If I can stimulate the demonic element within me, I should be able to change my form. Hopefully, that's all it'll take to get me through. Okay, we're going to strengthen our armor. Anything up here? Not yet. Okay, he's pretty fun. Okay, I like him. He's a bit spammy though. I can imagine he'll be kind of hard on the tendons. He's fun though. It looks like you can kind of blink onto the other side of anytime you're about to get attacked, you blink onto the other side of the attack. It's kind of cool. It's a nice mechanic. I could see it being really useful if you got good at it. Ow. I don't know what we just got there, but sounded good. Didn't level up. I don't know. I keep forgetting I don't have double jump or run. Oops. Ah, no! I don't want to fall. Nice! I don't know what that does. Does that make it do more damage? Yeah, it's kind of cool that it's mobility as well. I mean, I know they all were kind of mobility, but this one is mobility in like a way that you'll probably use a lot. Ow, I got hit. Nice. There we go. Ow. I think I said ow before he'd even shot. I just knew I knew it was gonna hit. Why are the emeralds? Is that the second emerald? Oh no, no. Oh no, we got a Rotafruit at first. Got a little zoomy boy. Will he be able to understand the ruse? That's my question. Acquired Blue Moon Crest. It looks like he can't. Never expected to see a Rue in a place like this. And those horns. It seems your kind was transformed into demons by the poisonous gases outside. I'm sorry, but I don't understand what you're saying. A cursed sacred beast, though. We're not all that different, you and I. I suppose you're hungry, then. I get it, I get it. Hunger is a language we all speak. Come to think of it, I did pick up that Rotafruit earlier. Let's give it to him. Well, well, it's a piece of Claria ore. Toal's claws have been strengthened. Claria is a fascinating metal indeed. I can feel its energy coursing through my claws. Still, I'm surprised to see the sacred beasts have retained their abilities to work with it. Even after all that's happened. I guess they're hanging on even harder than I am. Oh, don't mind me. It's a wonderful gift. It should prove most helpful. Thank you. Nice. Oh, I love how fast you can go from fight to fight. Nice. Why didn't he dash like that when I fought him? Well, I guess I was the one who had the Salcetan Flabellum. I can't do anything yet. Set the blue moon crest in the altar. Who's there? Oh my god, do I have to fight all these guys? Oh my gosh, I never thought about that. I don't believe I've seen you before. Who are you? There should be no one else on the surface aside from our search party. Wait. Long time no see, Galleon. Not since the War Council meeting. The night before Solomon's shrine was lifted to the sky, I believe. No, it can't be. Toal? Toal fact. You're alive? Why the hell didn't you try contacting us to let us know? Not that there were really any means for you to do so, I suppose, once the shrine was airborne. Still, it's amazing that you've been able to survive after all that's happened. Tell me, is Commander Tova with us as well? No. The commander is dead. I'm sorry to hear that. But you're alive, and that's cause enough for celebration. Though honestly, I can't imagine what was going through your heads for the two of you to steal off like that. Toal? I'm sorry, Galleon, but I have no intention of catching up on old times with you here. I don't understand. Tell me, what happened to your armor? Why are you dressed like that? Where's your Claria sword? I discarded both my armor and my sword, as they proved to be of little use against the demons. But even if that weren't the case, I'd still find this style of dress more suited to my current situation. Your current situation? From beyond the borders of Ys, a group of sorcerers have been drawn here, practitioners of dark magic. They are capable of exercising control over demons, and have used that power to overrun the land. They call themselves Darklings, and my current situation is that I'm working with them. Wait. Are you trying to tell me the demons who attacked Ys were being controlled by some outside influence? And you're helping them? How am I supposed to believe that? Sorry to disappoint you, but I speak the truth. I am now an enemy of Ys itself. In fact, you've caught me right in the middle of a mission to apprehend the goddesses, who are somewhere in this very tower. You're not joking, are you? Then tell me, why? Why would you do this? When I fell in battle against the demons, the Darklings captured me. They invited me into their ranks, offering me a fragment of demonic power to call my own. I accepted the offer, and now serve as a loyal, devoted member of their ranks. No outside influence forces my hand. I have every intention of capturing the goddesses. And what do you intend to do with them if you succeed? Me personally? I'll simply hand them over to the others. I haven't been told what will happen to them after that. All I can say for certain is that once they've served their purpose, they'll be released. And then the Darklings will pull out of Ys entirely, it seems, leaving the goddesses in my care to do with as I wish. You bastard. I could let you have whatever's left of them if you'd like. Though only if you take on a demonic element of your own and join me in the venture. Silence! I never thought the great Toal fact could sink this low. We were comrades in arms. We were even friends, but no more. Your life ends here, traitor. Cool. That was fun. How is this possible? As you can see, I'm faster now than I ever was before my improvement. And my speed is only growing with time. You should never take on an opponent, assuming his skill is unchanged from years before. Ugh. All right, you win this round, but we're not through. Bear this in mind, Toal. I absolutely will not accept this change in you. One way or another, I will make you remember who you truly are. Ever the upstanding citizen. I'm sure he makes a fine commander, or substitute commander at any rate. The search party is likely regrouped by now, which means I need to keep moving. Acquired bronze key. Acquired Claria ring. Whoa! This stuff is totally different. Okay, we'll go with lower defense, higher strength. That sounds fun. Oops. Seems like his thing might be a little bit tougher for the platforming. Maybe not, who knows? Tab leveled up. Nice. There you go. The strongest bats ever. So this is... Yes, the energy of those demons has tipped the scales in my favor. So the demonic element within me has finally bloomed. What an incredible power. For a moment, I felt as if it might consume me altogether. But I think I can keep it under control. Learn how to transform into a demon through boost. So he takes half damage. Oh, cool. Cool. So this is what it truly means to ally oneself with demons. I should have no trouble getting through that teleportation trap now. Once I enter the room, I simply transform again. There we go. All right, that seems to have done it. I must admit, I'm impressed by the sophistication of this trap. It would seem the Darklings command some rather powerful magic indeed. Who's there? Well, what have we here? Who are you? And how did you change your appearance like that? You saw that, did you? Still, isn't it proper manners to introduce oneself before interrogating someone else? Yes. My name's Unica. Unica Tova. What? So you're Commander Tova's daughter, then? You know my dad? You could say that. But more to the point, why would a little girl like you get sent down to a dangerous place like this? One really must wonder what goes through the heads of those 6 priests sometimes. I told you my name, so how about you answer my questions? You seem to know a lot about what's going on in here. Which makes me think all the more curious as to who you are. Which just makes me all the more curious as to who you are. And if you know anything about what happened to my dad, I'd suggest you ask Galleon about me. I'm sure he'll tell you all you'd care to know. Commander? As for your father, he's dead. So the demons did get him? No. He was far too strong for a mere demon to have taken him down. As it happens, he lost his life in a duel. A duel? Against another person? Who was it? Who was he fighting? Don't tell me it was you. And if it was? If you keep wandering around this tower, you'll meet the same fate as your old man. So be a good little girl and get back to Solomon Shrine, will you? How dare you? How dare you hurt my dad? Stop this. You'll never be able to touch me with the skills like that. Shut up, shut up. I may not be able to use magic, but I have to avenge him. I really didn't want it to come to this. Ow! Dad! Lady Rhea! Lady Fina! She's out cold. Commander's daughter is older than I'd expected. I thought her to be little more than an adolescent. Her life is not in danger. Time she will awaken. I'd best move on before she does. Oh, these guys are going to be annoying. Oops, dang it, I hate that. I don't know how to trigger the lunge, so I accidentally do it sometimes. Ah! I don't know. Acquired riveted boots. Oh. Cool. Hard to fight those guys when you can't see beyond the pillar. Nice. There we go. I forget what's where. Oh, I still got hit. Dang it. I did not. Whoa, I'm hurt. I am quite hurt. Oh, now I'm no longer hurt. Perfect. What's up here? Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take the lower path for now. Oh, this place. This is going to be a little bit annoying, this fight. Looks like Dallas's handiwork. I'm guessing it's a door key. Click. Nice, we got through it. It actually wasn't as bad as I expected. Thought it was going to be rough with his skill set. It's freaking easy with Hugo. Nice. Is there another ghosty dude? I thought there was, but I guess not. Hey! Is this gonna be, Which boss is this? Is this gonna be Spooky Vampire Man? Beast Medallion. There's no way you do kill Zava's guys, right? To absorb their power and get stronger. Oh, it's this dude. Oh, this is going to be an awkward fight with him. How do we even do this? This room. It looks like it's been set up to guard one of Zava's larger guardian pets. So, this is one of the six great demons that besieged Ys. Well, I'm afraid it's met its match. I can feel its power electrifying the room. And soon, that power will be mine. Ow! I'm not even hurt. Oh, right. I don't hurt it until I get it down. I got really hurt, though, from that one attack. Oh, I got hit. No! Ow! I got hit. This boss fight is actually really fun. Ah, dang it. It's really fun with him. Oh, Lord. The site is really good with him. It's fun. Oh my god. One more cycle. Oh, I got hit. I'm almost dead. Oh! Ah! I got stuck. Oh, he almost did his little sucky thing. Nice! Oh man, I think it's the most fun with him. That fight. Because it's the most, like, reaction timey. That was awesome. A worthy foe, but not worthy enough, it would seem. I can feel myself becoming stronger with every battle. And it's easy to see why Darklings favor this way of life. Not too shabby, Claw Man. Epona. I get that you're strong and all. Don't forget, Zava's probably watching your every move. She's pretty fond of those big suckers, you know? Like that one you just killed? She'll just have to deal with it. Dallas has given me the lease to kill demons as I please. My only duty is to find the goddesses in the Black Pearl. Nothing else is irrelevant. And anything that gets in the way of my search will be eliminated. Well, you got spunk, I'll give you that. I do have a question for you, though, Clawman. What is it? Well, you wouldn't happen to have any brothers, would you? Why would you ask me that? Well, the search party from East has started snooping around the tower. One of them looks a hell of a lot like you. He's a magic user, bit of a baby face. Got these eyeball thingies that float around behind his shoulders. Ring any bells? I haven't the faintest notion. I can assure you I have no ties to him. Alright, probably just my imagination. Sure is an annoying little shit, though. I've already searched the floors below. You should probably head back up to your area and keep an eye out for the goddesses. Yeah, good point. Good for them to slip by while I'm not looking. See you later, Claw Man. Good luck. She never lets that cheery disposition of hers falter, does she? Guess not all Darklings are cast from the same mold. I don't like it, though. A sorcerer who resembles me with floating eye-like familiars? There's only one man that can possibly be. Let's go save. You know, Toal, you really ought to check in with your family from time to time. I'm sure even Priest Fact must be worried about you every now and again. I don't think he has it in him to worry about me. Besides, I heard my little brother Hugo was officially appointed as the successor just a few days ago. If I were to show up now, I'm sure my presence would only cause undue turmoil. You're a one stubborn fool, you know that? No, Commander. I don't think stubbornness has anything to do with it. He's just desperately reaching for excuses to stay at Solomon Shrine. Hey, come on, Galleon. No sense playing it cool, Captain Fact. Your face is an open book. It is. See how he blushes? That's the mark of a man whose true nature has been thoroughly exposed. Okay, now, that's enough. Well, if it isn't Toal, haven't seen you in quite a while. Videna. Quite a rare occasion for you sorcerers to visit us here. Videna has come to give her report on our investigation into Claria Ore. Ah, that's right, as instructed by the 6 priests. Yes, and let me tell you, it was no easy task. I had to trace every known vein of the stuff. That sounds like quite the task indeed. Why do you keep getting assigned such grueling duties? That's what I'd like to know. I wonder if those two are going to be a thing. Wouldn't happen to have any insight, Shion, would you? Oh, Blue Jay! How's it going? Thanks for the raid. How are you doing tonight? And what were you streaming today? Hey, let me do something. Not sure if anyone is hanging around, but I just got my new command. Thanks a lot for the raid. Oh, nice. Yeah, I just put that on my wish list today. How was it? You wouldn't happen to have any insight, Shion, would you? You're a member of Solomon Shrine's clergy, after all. What must you think we clergymen do? I merely manage a property, when it comes right down to it. So I just finished the second playthrough of this game, and I'm now starting this game on the third character. So we're getting there. We're getting through this game. Oh, nice. How long were you guys playing it? I'm not privy to the same information as the 6 priests. Drat. Perhaps you could ask my father directly. As a sorceress, I presume you have a close relationship with him, no? What? No, of course not. It's not at all in my place to question priest fact. I shudder at the very notion of it. I know exactly how you feel. Oh, wow. So it's a pretty substantial game. That's awesome. Yeah, I really enjoyed the second playthrough of this game, and this third character is looking to be a lot of fun, and this is kind of the canon storyline. So this one's really interesting. This guy's like a super fast guy. High damage, lower defense. Oh, nice. Kane Fact is notoriously stern, even amongst his peers. Sounds like father hasn't changed one bit. How's Hugo doing? Well, I haven't had much of a chance to talk to him lately. He seems to have a natural gift for magic. He's already learned to exercise nearly perfect control over the eyes of fact. Has he now? My, that's quite impressive. Impressive indeed. Look at that smile. You're so obviously worried about your little brother, Toal. Why don't you just stop in for a visit sometime? You knock it off already. We're playing a character that is like part demon now. He like turns into a demon form. Pardon my intrusion, Lady Rhea, Lady Fina. Toal, it's good to see you. Would you like some tea? I'll pour you a cup. Ah, no, that won't be necessary. As I've said before, I am but your humble bodyguard, nothing more. You're goddesses. I would never deign to be served by divine beings like yourselves. If anything, I should serve you. What's wrong? Did I say something untoward? So you've come to see us as divine beings now, have you? When we first met, your attitude towards us was far more cavalier, as I recall. Well, that was... I mean, you were hiding your wings at that point, so I didn't think... You didn't think young women like us could be divine beings, is that it? I recall you asking us where the goddesses were, as if we were maids or something. You remember that? Now, Rhea, you shouldn't tease him so, the poor lad. The poor lad? Poor us, you mean? Why, he says he shouldn't be allowed to show his hospitality to the scant... He says we shouldn't be allowed to show hospitality to the scant few friends we have. He would rob us of that joy. He acts so stilted and formal in our presence to boot. Such unforgivable rudeness. All right, I get it. You want me to act like I do around everybody else, right? Yes, please. All these stuffy formalities make daily life here most tedious. Everybody always says the same set phrases to us day in and day out. You should follow Unica's example. She always speaks her mind with us. Unica? Ah, the commander's daughter. I heard you three had become very close. Well, she comes over once each week to play. She's like a little sister to us. I see. But isn't that sending the wrong message? I mean, you may enjoy spending time with her, but she's not your equal. If her father ever caught wind of this, she'd be in serious trouble. Well, then we'll just have to make sure he doesn't find out now, won't we? At any rate, you're our guest, and we should treat you like one, whether you like it or not. That is, I've heard that in Crouched. I've heard that that is a 100% accurate statement. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw Blue Jay in chat. But he's another streamer, and he is like super knowledgeable about every RPG on the planet. We often have a bunch of talks about RPGs here. Well, and Crouch, don't be ridiculous. 110% is not possible. And I believe it was 120% with Spyro. Level up. Yeah, so we got a little speedy boy here. Oh, I think we get our sprint over here. I went from not liking his blink compared to the other people's skills, and now I really like it. Is anyone down here? Yeah, this game is a sponsored game in Crouched. Ow. Okay, we got the silver bracelet. Yes. I bet you I can make it with my dash, with my blink, even without the dash, but whatever. I'll just use the dash. Woo, okay. Okay, I should probably save now that I have that skill. Hey, let's go. We're close to leveling. Nice, there we go. Oh. There we go. Ah. Ah. Ice skating. Is there anyone down here? Anyone down here? No. Oh, I'm gonna have to hit that again. Oh well. Yeah, this guy is freaking speedy. Oops. I can't do my blink across that slidey floor stuff. Oh, we got black chain. Okay. We're getting close to where we what does this do? Defense plus 16. Nice, I'll take it. We're getting close to where we ended our stream last night with the other character. So that means if I play longer than I did yesterday, we should probably be able to beat this character tomorrow, which would be nice. Ah, I ran into the poison. And I have no clue what to start playing on the next variety days. Because I think I should take a couple day break from East games after I beat this, just because I don't want to just become an RPG, just an East channel. I'm not sure how most people feel about it. I like it a lot, but... There's 3 playable characters. This is the final one. The game's probably like... It's probably like a 12-hour or a little bit less playthrough, I'm guessing. I don't know exactly. Okay, don't drown. Okay, don't drown. I forget which way to go. I think we want to go the other way first. I think I'm getting... Oh, did I get hit by that? I don't know. Oh, that was bad. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Nice. This character just feels good. Oh, this is the way with the, I went the wrong way. This is the way with the, thingy. It's okay, we leveled. It's worth it. We need to come here after. Oops. Oh, how'd you like it? I uninstalled it yesterday. But I would totally play Sacred 3 again if like one of my friends gets it. Oh, nice. Yeah, I would likely play the Archer if I played it again. What's this? Hold it right there. Oh, we're encountering Hugo already. You're already in range of all my magic. I'd advise you not to resist. It's good to see you too, Hugo. You've certainly grown. I didn't want to believe it, but it seems the knights were telling the truth. Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air. You know as well as me that, you know as well as anyone just how powerful the Eyes of Fact are. I do indeed, and I see you have not one but 2 of them under your control. You're as gifted a mage as they say. Spare me your empty compliments. Just drop your weapons, otherwise I'll be forced to do as father instructed and kill you where you stand. As father instructed? What? Weren't you sent here to find the goddesses? Of course I was. Before I left, father gave me another mission to carry out. A secret mission. A mission to seek out the backstabber who betrayed our fair nation of Ease. And end his miserable existence. I see. I'm surprised father even knew about me. But, if that's true, why have you still not attacked? Weren't you ordered to assassinate me? I am interrogating you. I'll kill you after I've heard everything I need to know. In other words, you're following father's orders blindly, but you don't really want to go through with it. What? Oh, you do then. So if so, that's fine. Come and get me. But I don't think you have it in you. You're grasping at straws, waiting for me to say something that justifies attempted murder. In short, you're trying to weasel your way out of taking responsibility for your own actions. You're one to talk. After everything that's happened, after what you've become. You're no brother to me. You're nothing but a damn traitor, and you've dragged the fact name through the mud for the last time. You left home at your first available opportunity and never showed your face again for years, and you think you can lecture me? Hugo, if you're so eager to die, I'll be glad to help you out. What are brothers for, after all? I'll carry out Father's orders right here, right now, and I'm gonna burn the flesh from your bones, you bastard. Now I'll turn into a demon. Ow. Oh my god, I can't get him. We got him. We almost died. Holy shit. We were down to like 4 hit points. Damn you, you won't get away with this. It's alright if you hate me. However, I want you to think about something. Have you ever considered what it means to be, what being the successor of House Fact really means for you? Thought about it a great deal, and that's why I chose to abandon my birthright. It may not have been the best decision for our house, but it's what I had to do for myself. But if that's true, then what about betraying East and the goddesses and looking like that? Is that something you had to do for yourself too? Yes, it is. Hugo? Hugo. You. Cadena, Musha. It's been a long time, Cadena. I must admit, I wasn't expecting you to be here. I didn't want to believe it when Galleon said you turned against us. How could a revered hero like you be one of the saviors of East? Ugh. How could a revered hero like you, one of the saviors of East, sink so low? Savior? Please. I never wanted to be thought of as a hero in the first place. I'm just a weak-willed lowlife who gave in to temptation so I could experience the ultimate power high. Well, at least you're honest about it. So what now? Are you gonna fight us? If you'd like. If you stay out of my way, I won't lay a finger on you. Musha, go and help Hugo to his feet. We're teleporting back to base. Okay. They'll stay out of your way for now. But the next time we meet, you'd best be prepared for battle. I think Cadena is his pair in this. So I'm no brother to him, huh? Fair enough. I've been out of his life for a long time after all. Family troubles, eh? How sweet. Kishkel. Why'd you let them go, Claw? Somehow I doubt you share my distaste for fighting sorcerers. Well, I know they used to be your friends, but that's irrelevant. You've already chosen your side. And surely you know the consequences for disobedience. If you got a problem with my conduct, then go ahead and attack me. My mission is to find and capture the goddesses in the Black Pearl. That's the only thing on my mind. It just seemed like it would be a waste of my time to take up arms against them. But if you want to make some kind of bold accusation against me, then you become exactly the sort of obstacle I was instructed to eliminate in the course of completing my task. You got some nerve. All right, I guess I'll accept that pathetic excuse and let this one slide. Just see to it that you find the goddesses and the Black Pearl before us, if you're going to talk big like that. Kishkel, the man who got the jump on Commander Tova. When it comes to raw strength, he's easily my equal, maybe even better than I am. Seems like everyone's got their eyes on me. Sure doesn't make this mission any easier. We barely got through that boss fight. Okay, water breathing thing and something else. We got the water dragon scales, and what's this? Acquired Claria ore. Nice. Who do we bring that to? Well, a piece of Claria ore. With my powers as they are now, this should prove an easy task. Toal drained the energy of the ore into his claws, boosting his weapon strength. Nice. Yes, that seemed to work just fine. If I can come across any more, I should be able to repeat this process without any difficulty. I wonder. What's down at the tower base? Okay, the peeps aren't here in this playthrough. Where am I going? 1 or 2? We're going to 1, I think. I don't remember, honestly. Well, if I'm wrong... if I'm wrong, we'll just get a little bit more experience, right? Oh, we're gonna get the next spell very soon. Yeah, I should have definitely gone to the other one, but it's fine. It's all the same. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. It's okay, we'll level soon. Oh, we need to go over there. Ah, they got me. Let's get out of here. Okay, now this is the correct path. Beautiful. What's over here? Oh, we got some more big boys up there. Acquired emerald. Nice. Yeah. I don't even know what increasing the power does in this context. Does it make it do more damage? Bad place to fight him. Bad place to fight him. But I think I can... Yeah, I can just mow through him. Okay, yeah. We can shoot through him pretty fast. Ow. Got hit. Okay, here we go. I wonder if Toal can get through here without getting the water thing because of his blink. He might be able to. He might actually be able to sequence break the water. Although the next part he wouldn't be able to sequence break, so it wouldn't really help. God, I really want to play Dark Cloud again. I would totally play Dark Cloud on stream. Ow, I got hit. No. Don't go out there. Don't go out there. Don't go out there. Stay on this side. Okay, on our way to get the, ow. Ow, I'll take that. On our way to get the next spell. Okay, there should be 3 chests here, I think. Number 1 is a Rotafruit. Oh, there's another one there. How's our air doing? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Number 2 is the next spell. Thunderclaw. It's a lunge swipe. Okay, we need that. Whoa! Ow. Cool. We got our armor. So we got all 3 things. We need to level up our armor. Is there anything over here? I doubt it. Let's go over here. Okay, that was good. We needed that. Switch to lightning. Let's get in some fights. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Anyone else? Anyone else? You're dead. The Great Turtle Massacre. You're dead. We'll break that. We'll get that. Got our arthropod medallion. Oh, we gotta fight that guy. Oh, this guy will be interesting. He won't be as easy as he was with Hugo, that's for sure. But I could see there being a chance. Now, my predictions are always wrong with who's easy and who's hard. But I could see there being a chance that this boss is okay with this character. Acquired Salcetin Panacea. Let's get out of here. Leveled up. Nice. Perfect timing. There's a Roo up there. Oh, Lord. This is a rough... Ow! Okay, let's go get that Roo. Oh, this is a good place to train in. This hallway is like one of the best rooms in the early game to train. The Roo appears to be hungry. You and I haven't met, it would seem. I guess all of you trapped in this tower must be starving. We'll give it a fruit. Receive Topaz. Nice. Now we'll one-shot those turtles even more. Wow, this creature's gracious. Thank you. This will be most helpful. Oops. Nice. Was that a level? Nice. Okay. So now that we're here, we're going to go back and we're going to go forward and save. Oh, we'll kill these guys. There we go. So that's where the dude is. The centipede boy. Okay, we gotta do that. We gotta do that. Okay, we gotta do a micro grind. Because you'll level up so fast here, and it'll just make everything go a lot smoother. Oh, shit. Like, we almost leveled right there. There's one level. Ah. I wonder how easy my playthrough of Unica would be now if I was as competent the first time as I am now. Ah, this slippy, slidey stuff. Whoa! Whoa, we leveled. You gotta love fast grinds. You also gotta love fast characters, Jesus. Whoa, slidey stuff. Oh. Oh well. We're almost halfway to leveling again. I hate this slidey stuff. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Oh, didn't kill him. How long until I wrap this up? This little grind section. Leveled up again. What level are we? Okay, let's get to 20, I guess. Nice round number. Probably will trivialize the boss, hopefully. Mm, 20 might take a while. Maybe we'll just do 19. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Speed skating. Yeah, we're going to go to 19. Because it's slowed down a lot as of this level. I don't remember what we did with Hugo. But man, this is a one of the couple best grind rooms in the game. This might even be the all-time best. I don't know. And by best, I mean best for the point in the game that it occurs. Obviously, later in the game, you get way more experience in SP easily. But relative to level, this place is amazing. Okay, we've almost leveled. Right there. Okay, last pass. And then we're good to go. Oh, we also want to get 8,000 points, which we should be able to get right here, I think. Nice. Okay, I think we're good to go. Because at 8,000, we probably get something, a good upgrade for our skill points. So let's see. Strength and demonic element. Oh. Increases stun effect. We're gonna save. We gained 4 levels. So let's do this. Use the arthropod medallion. And we're playing faster than we were with Hugo. We're progressing through the game a fair bit faster, I think. Because we're already like a full boss ahead of where we were at 2 hours through Hugo's run. This is another of the 6 great demons that attacked Ys. Here we go. Hey, get your butt down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Ow. So we didn't destroy as much as I would have liked to yet, but oh, okay, now we have to enter this phase. Are we safe? I would have rather not had to enter this phase. Okay. Are there more parts that I have to destroy? Where's these other parts that aren't destroyed? What do I have to destroy? Is it just his head or is it his tail? There we go. Got him. Yeah, so he was way easier with Hugo, but still, this is easier than the Unica one. Well, what's going on? Oh. That was it spawned me right behind there. That was funny. Let's go up here. Are we in the... No, we're in the guilty... We're the fireplace, right? I see. So she... Yes, she's been pushing herself harder and harder ever since the demons first showed up. I don't suppose you'd talk to her and try getting her to slow down a little, would you? Think of it. I heard the veins of Claria in the mines had been completely sealed off. Was that the sixth priest doing, or was that you two? It was Rhea alone. The priest and I offered to help, but she insisted she could do it on her own. All right, I'll talk to her. Ah, so she told you, did she? She's very worried about you. We all are. You need to know your limits. You shouldn't push yourself like that. There's no need for concern. I'm well aware of my limits, I assure you. And I've yet to approach them. I must say, though, I was expecting you to ask me why I did it. Why I sealed away the Claria, I mean. Must be curious, no? I think I speak for all of us when I say that we trust you and the sixth priest completely. I've no doubt you had a good reason for doing what you did. That's all I need to know. But what? You think you're being cold or standoffish for not explaining your actions to me? Perish the thought. I'm your friend. I understand that there are extenuating circumstances. You'll tell me when the time is right. Toal. Sometimes even we get a little scared. Our decisions have such far-reaching consequences. We're forced to wonder if they're the right things to do. Second-guessing ourselves is unseemly. It makes us appear weak. We must always be certain in our convictions, never wavering for even a moment. And that's what's expected of us, after all. We're goddesses. No, that's not true. What? I know I haven't experienced half of what you two have, so I probably have no right to say this. But simply put, you're not perfect beings. Being a goddess requires infallibility, and you two are only about halfway there. But halfway to perfection is still amazing. Pushing yourselves to go all the way is utterly pointless. It accomplishes nothing. Sometimes, you have to be able to admit your faults and accept help from those who care about you. Well, you certainly aren't one to mince words, are you? What, didn't you know? Speaking your mind openly is what you do with friends. Pulling a line like that at a time like this, are incorrigible. Thank you, Toal. It's all right with you. I think I'd like you to be the first person I discuss this with. When the time is right, of course. Certainly, I'd be honored. Oh, and before I forget, there was another reason for my visit today as well. Oh? Yeah, I hope you like it. Is it a harmonica? Is it a silver harmonica? I bet you he gifted her a silver harmonica. And I don't know why I got chills. That's kind of funny. I think it's like you seeing the stuff coming together. And by silver, I mean Claria. I think we're like... Wait, are we one... No, I think we're not. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore that. Don't ignore me. That would be totally... That'd be a really weird stream. This guy's awkward. It's awkward to hit her. I mean, like her. Why'd I call it a her? I like the Guilty Fire song a lot. It's a really intense song. Okay. Who are we going to see here? Oh, we have no plot in this room. Every other character had plot here. They saved someone. They saved Miusha. Of course, we're not going to save Miusha. We got the Red Moon Crest. There we go. This guy's actually not that bad with oh, if I can only time it right. I have to time it early. There we go. Oh, we've almost leveled again. Oh, why did I fall? Nice, we leveled. I think leveling calls for a save. Set the Red Moon Crest in the altar. Let's get out of here. There we go. Ow. 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 I can't hit this guy. There we go. Whoa. That's new. What? Oh. I guess Toal has no way to get there. So they change his path. Rhoda fruit. I always wondered why this thing was right here. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. That's the faster way to kill them. Okay, did I miss something over here? That's where I came from, right? Yep, the third character. This guy's story is very different compared to the others. And this guy's pretty badass. Can we get over here? Is there anything up here with this guy? There is a chest there. How the hell do we get there? Because the other characters have the Mask of Eyes, but he doesn't. How are you doing, Seba? How's it going? So this character, as far as I know, has no way to get across here. How do we get that? Huh. This guy's a fast boy. Is there something I'm missing? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. They'll remain a mystery. Hopefully it wasn't a Claria ore or something. Okay, see you later. Are we gonna get the Mask of Eyes here or something? Acquired banded mail. Nice. So am I going to have an unbeatable fight too, like the other characters did? That's the question. Oh, actually. We want to level this up. And we want to save. Who are we going to fight? Is it unbeatable? Who knows? So it's true, you survived. Vina. Thank goodness. I can't tell you what a relief it is to see that you're all right. I was really worried that you might not be. Though I feel rather bad I'm the first to have found you. Rhea will be jealous, I think. You feel... Oh, she's hot. I thought you were saying you feel hot. Vina. Goddess Vina. You see me in the twisted form. You say nothing. May I presume, then, that you've reached your own conclusions about me? More or less. You've taken on a facet of demonic power, no? Indeed. And beyond merely accepting this power, I choose also to accept the urges that come with it. I am a member of the Darklings now, an enemy to Ys. I hunger for battle, and my aim is to sate that hunger by capturing you and Rhea. In short, this reunion is not a happy occasion for you. So it would seem that Rhea is in possession of the Black Pearl. Where is she? I don't know. She has not been captured. That much I can say, but her location eludes me. Unfortunate. But you're here at least, and I have no intention of letting you slip away. Will you come quietly? Toal. Well, it seems I'm a bit late to the party. Zava, what are you doing here? Initial preparations for the ritual are complete, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to check up on you. If only I'd gotten here a bit sooner, I might have been able to claim this trophy myself. Such a shame. Too bad. So, you must be Lady Fina. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I do so wish Lady Rhea and the Black Pearl would join us. However, pray tell, where could they be? I'm certain you must know. Have it your way then. Lord Dallas will be most exacting in his interrogation. If I were you, I'd tell us what you know now. It will save you the unpleasantness of what's to come. She's not going to say a word to the likes of you. Father Xion. You. Why has an acolyte of your standing come so far into the tower? After hearing a report from Cadena's team, I felt it best for me to make a personal appearance. So I must confess, this is not what I was expecting to find. My, I sense a great deal of magical power from this one, but it's so disgustingly pure. No character, no personality, all business. He is the head priest of Solomon's Shrine and a user of holy magic. You could say he is the antithesis of you and your magical studies. So he's as dull as he seems. What a pity. I have many questions for you, but Lady Fina's safety comes first and foremost. Will you release her to us? What if I were to say I can't? I think you know the answer to that as well as I. We would have no choice but to secure her safety by force. Sounds interesting. I'd love to go a few rounds with the head priest. I imagine it would be a good exercise. As I understand it, your strength must be exceeded only by the 6 priests themselves for you to boast such a title. Flattery will get you nowhere. I assure you, my strength is incomparable to theirs. But it should still be sufficient. This guy might be unbeatable. Nope, doesn't look like he is. Ow, he just does a lot of damage. Turn your spell off. Turn your spell off. Ow, I take damage when I go there. So he's invincible right now. I can't do anything about that. Turn it off. Ow. Come on. Oh. Damn it. When he turns his shield back on, I take instant damage. Ah. Dang it! He tricked me! He turned it off and then turned it back on, so I took damage. Ow. Ow, ow. That's not good. Oh my god. I think this might be an unbeatable battle. Like a scripted loss, I mean. Ow, ow. Ow. This jerk. He gets homing attacks? Come on. I'm in demon form right now. Ow. Ow. This is brutal. I hate the homing one. The homing one sucks. Ow. Ow, Jesus, 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 Jesus. Ow. Well, we did pretty good. Pretty well. Oh, I got hit. Dang. Oh, it's not a scripted loss. We just lost. He's just a really fucking hard boss. Holy shit. I thought he was a scripted loss. Dang it, we have to beat him. He just is invincible for way too long. It's ridiculous. Ah! This guy's hard, man. I wish you always did this one. This one's easy to get away from. Oh shit! No! I missed my opening. What was that? Oh my god, this guy's hard. I wonder if I need to grind a little for him, or if we can just do this. Ah! I got hit. Dang it. He does so much damage too. Ah, dang it, homing. The homing shit is BS. Ugh. No! Holy shit. This guy's so hard. Oh my god. I don't think we have it this time. We're pretty low on health for the halfway point because the fight gets a lot harder in the second half. No, no. Demon form. Demon form, we take half damage. Ow. Come on. Oh my god, the reaction time on that window is so small. We're getting there, though. We're close. There's a chance. If he does the annoying around one... Okay, we're doing it. That one's annoying. Oh my lord, how do we even do this one? I guess we do that. Oh no, we have to do another round. So close yet so far. Come on. You can do it. Come on. I believe. I believe we got it. We got it. Oh, yes. We would have had a cycle earlier if I didn't miss that cycle. You're powerful indeed. You're no pushover yourself. If not for my demonic powers, I'm uncertain if I could have withstood that. How very modest of you. But I cannot allow you to take Lady Fina away. You know that. Father Xion. This farce grows tiresome. Stop messing around and finish him off. Something wrong? Finish him off, I said. Or do you intend to disobey a direct order from your superior? No, I'll do it. So this is how it's to end. Toal, no, you mustn't. Sorry, but this is my fate. What? Lady Fina. Xion, are you all right? Toal, what is the meaning of this? Looks like we got some interlopers. Any suggestions? Guess we have no real choice. For now, we'll regroup with Lord Dallas at Rado's Annex. As you wish. Adieu for now, people of East. Eventually, I'll make a fine sport of you all. Farewell. Why wouldn't, Zava just summon all of her familiars right now and kill everyone? There's no way they could take all her familiars at once. But wait! Damn it. No! Ooh, this is pretty and new. Rado's Annex. Yeah, the background here reminds me of Sekiro so much. It does. Are you... Does that mean you're... Oh. Never mind. Ignore me. So... You won't tell us the whereabouts of your twin and the Black Pearl, then? As I said before, I simply don't know where to find them. We split up as soon as we entered the tower. Once we locate her, I wonder if she might give us the pearl in exchange for your safe return. No, she would not. And thanks for pointing that out, Crouch. That really gave me something to mull over. We were prepared for such contingencies when we chose to set foot back on the ground. Such threats will avail you nothing. What do you think, Toal? I believe she's telling the truth. The elder of the two has always been quick to shoulder the heaviest burden. With her sister imprisoned, she will no doubt try to forge ahead on her own with renewed determination. Toal. You're quite well acquainted with the goddesses, it would seem. Yeah, it really does. I can only assume you were very close with them once upon a time. I really wonder if Rhea and Fina are in any of the future East games or only 1, 2, and Origin. I have no clue. Of course, if that's true, then you're out of little use to me. It would be quite difficult to trust you under such circumstances after all. Even one of the goddesses should suffice for our goals, as long as we have the Black Pearl. So, what do you say we eliminate this one here and now? Wait. I speak in jest, of course. Once we've done what we set out to do, the goddesses will be set free. Those were your conditions, no? Toal. However, I will brook neither incompetence nor interference. And I've prepared just the thing to ensure our dear Lady Fina has nowhere to go. This is... What the hell have you done? Oh, don't get so worked up. It is powerful magic, yes, but nothing more than a barrier. Not bad, is it? We Darklings have some rather sophisticated magic of our own, as you can see. Goddess or no, any attempt to dispel it is a wasted effort. For you see, this was originally an incantation from your own people. Darklings. That explains a few things. You must have opened the Ark. That we did. And you're a descendant of those who turned their backs on the gods and sank the land into the ocean's depths. Do you now realize why we seek the Black Pearl? Its demonic essence represents the crystallization of our highest ideals. No sacrifice is so great that it could possibly keep us from attaining the perfection it promises. I trust you will look to that day with great anticipation, goddess. Take care, and Crouch. Nice seeing you. Have a good rest of your day. Seems there's a lot more history here than I thought. Yes, dating back even before the founding of East. Take care. See you soon. Always a pleasure. When Ray and I were young, even by human standards. Doesn't concern me either way. Toal, wait. Something I would like you to have. Oh? Oh! The silver harmonica. It can't be. Which I presume was the gift we gave to Rhea, which she cherishes. Hey. Even an item of such diminutive size took every last bit of effort I had to transpose through the barrier. I don't understand. Why are you giving this to me? Rhea and I were attacked by demons immediately upon entering the tower. She may have not even noticed. She may not even know she dropped it. By the time I found it, we'd already gone our separate ways. You will see her before I will, given the circumstances. So please, give it back to her when you do. Why? Why are you doing this? Well, you're searching for her, aren't you? It's only logical to assume you'll find her eventually. Or she'll find you, perhaps. That's not what I meant. You don't condemn me even after all I've done. Why would you trust me with this? Oh, night-night, Seba. Well, oh Lord. I hope you have a great night. Good luck tomorrow if you have school or whatever you have going on. Take care. Nice seeing you. I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon, I think, too. Because I believe in you. I believe in your determination as well as your unwavering kindness. Thank you, Toal. Being so concerned about my safety all this time. What? Do you think I wouldn't notice? I can read you like a book. I don't know what you're talking about. You're free to cling to false hopes if that helps you deal with your situation. But ultimately, that's all they are. My only concern is finding Rhea and the Black Pearl. Is there something you'd like to say to me? No, not particularly. You're just an even more interesting man than I thought, that's all. What's that supposed to mean? It takes an iron will to withstand the transformation into a demon. So I can't help but wonder how someone as naive as you can keep from just giving in to temptation and going stark raving mad. You trying to start something? Don't get me wrong. All I care about is finding a worthy opponents. So, whatever's going on in your head, it's of no concern to me. It's just fascinating, that's all. By all means, go on fighting your good fight. We'll see how far you can take this little charade of yours. Truth be told, I'm actually kind of excited to see you snap in the end. Charade, huh? I've burned all my bridges. What else can I do? I'm not proud of what I've done. This is the path I've chosen for myself. I like how part of this character's path is that you're not really supposed to understand what's going on in his head. You're not really, like, you're playing his story, but you don't know his motivations. Shortly thereafter, Dallas instructed his followers to split up again and resume the search for Rhea and the Black Pearl. Toal quietly warped back to the exact spot where he'd found Fina earlier. His search was about to pick up right where it had left off, just about halfway up the tower. Let's do that. Man, that Shion fight was freaking tough. I like how this guy has some completely different bosses. The Galleon one was like pretty, I mean, it was pretty easy comparatively, but it was fun. I feel like the only problem with this character, and this isn't really a criticism, but I feel like for bosses you kind of have to use this attack because it's so useful now. And it's also funny that I started off saying it's the most useless one, and now I feel like it's super useful. Like the other one's clearly higher damage. Like let's test it out actually. Yeah, like that one's really high damage, so I guess there's use for it for sure. It makes sense to switch to that in the attack phase. Oh yes, we get the fire magic now. Is that? Oh, we're gonna talk to Papa Tova. Is that Commander Tova's greatsword? Why is it here? Oh, that's right. The artifacts of East that Dallas and Zava stole. This one is from House Tova. It's getting the same treatment as the other two. I wonder how I'd explain myself for taking it. They never asked me about the other two, but I might be pushing my luck with this one. I should go. Toal. Been some time, Toal. I've not seen you since that fateful day. Commander? Commander Tova? What's wrong? You keep bowing your head like that. I won't be able to see your face. I'm so sorry. I've no right to show my face. It seems much has occurred since my departure from this plane. I've begun walking a path unworthy of a holy knight. If you would, I'd like to ask you to release me from my oath. I don't believe I'm capable of that. I have no authority over you anymore. I am no longer of your world. All I can do is give you this. A surge of power burst forth from the artifact. Paul was granted use of the Inferno skill. I wonder what this is like. Ooh, is this a range attack? He's vulnerable to attacks. What? Not worthy of such power. I know not what path you've chosen. But even if I did, it would make no difference. Whatever it may be, you must define it. Do not let it define you. Be it glorious, unpleasant, or shameful, it is no one's destiny but your own. Only you can take charge of it. If you are lost, you need only ask yourself what you wish to become. I have faith in you. I know you'll make the right choice. Commander Tova, I swore on that day that I would endure any shame and hardship if it meant achieving my goals in the end. And yet, his words shake me to my core. I should keep moving. If only just to see where this path takes me. We gotta test this out. Weird. That's a weird one. I don't know how I feel about it. Weird. I want to try it with full SP and see what happens. It's weird. I don't know. Nice. I don't understand the purpose of that move, honestly. Like, where would it be used effectively? Other than, obviously, enemies that are just really weak against it. Okay, I'm going to gain a quick level. Super quick level. Come on. Here we go. There's our level. And what's over here? What's over here? Anything important? Nah. Nah, fam. Okay. We're gonna save the game. Okay. So, where are we in the checkpoint list? Let's see. Oh, we're not halfway. We're not halfway yet. But we're, you know, more probably a third through the game, maybe? I don't know. Wait, what am I doing? I want to use this. And also, silver harmonica made of claria. Let's see if there's anything at home base. No one's at home base. So next up is we have that big old fire boss, which I presume he'll be pretty good with this character. But my predictions are always wrong. Okay. I'm gonna call it for the night. The night was a long, a long day of streaming. I wonder what we did. We did 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did about 10 hours of streaming today, I think, which is pretty decent, man. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Yeah, always enjoy having some people hanging out. Thanks, Encrouched and Seba, even though you guys are gone. And Blue Jay for the raid. I really appreciated that. So tomorrow we are going to finish up East Origin. If I have anything, if I can make it happen, we will finish East Origin tomorrow. Might take a while, who knows? But that's the goal. Yeah, and then the next day is horror game day, and I still have no freaking clue what we're gonna play. We'll panic last minute and decide. Thanks for hanging out, and have a great night, everyone. Take care, guys. Oh, Goats and Boats, I did not see you there. This music, I think, is... Even when I've already said my goodbyes, then I just have to put this music on because it's such a good tone. Have a great night, Goats. Always excellent seeing you. And I hope you have a great day tomorrow.